What is up, guys, and welcome to another edition of Rika's Soccer Beat. I, of course, am your host, Jeremy Rika, and welcome back on this Friday morning. Today we're going to talk about something that is important to talk about because I've seen issues with this in the last 24 hours. I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to tell you the situation. I'm simply going to talk about the issue because I think it's important. I think that, what I'm seeing on social media is ridiculous from some people, and what I'm talking about is sportsmanship. And I covered this a little bit in my last video, but it was pertaining to youth soccer. Today I want to talk about it from a professional level. Look, it's no secret that sometimes we disagree with decisions that are made within our sport. It's no secret that sometimes when we get upset about decisions that are made, we go on to social media, we vent about it, we bring in names of other folks, and it turns into this big discussion. And the problem that I have with this is that, look, these are professional athletes. I don't care what sport it is, if you are a professional athlete, you have to show some kind of discretion. You cannot go to social media just because you think that somebody got screwed out of something else or you don't like something that somebody said. Look, you guys are too old for this. You guys are too old for this, quite frankly. And it doesn't even have to be old people. Okay, it doesn't have to be older athletes. Nobody should be doing this kind of thing. If you are an athlete, you should be on the field doing your job. That's what you do. That's why you get paid. That's why you get a paycheck. You get a paycheck to go out, play your sport, and do well. Okay, that's the bottom line. And I've heard a lot of people say, well, people are human. Absolutely, people are human, and I understand that. I am not discluding that at all, 0%. I get that all of these athletes are human beings, okay? And I understand that we all go through things. We all have things that we deal with. I get that. I'm not taking that away from anybody, anywhere, okay? At the end of the day, we are all human beings. But if you are an athlete, you have a obligation to present yourself in a certain manner. And I don't care what anybody says, whether it be indoor soccer or any other sport. Okay, the reality is if you go onto Facebook and you start blasting people because of something that they said, that's not excusable. I don't care if it's Facebook, Twitter, I don't care. You have an obligation as an athlete to present yourself in a certain manner. And if you don't do that, then you're doing a disservice to not only your team, but you're doing a disservice to whatever sport that you play. Look, the reality is this. The reality is athletes are athletes. Your main job is to go out, perform on the field, get people in their seats to watch your sport. Okay, that's your job. That's why you get paid money. Your ultimate goal at the end of the year is to win a title. Okay, that's it. That is your ultimate goal. The rest of the stuff outside of your sport doesn't matter. Okay, it's the whole idea of don't bring work home with you. Okay, I understand that's harder to do when you're an athlete. I get that, but you know what? You have to understand that in any sport, I don't care which one it is, in any sport, There's people that watch you that are impressionable. So anything that you do is going to be watched by these people and emulated by these people. I made this a point yesterday in one of my posts that I posted. I said a lot of the reason that people go to social media is to whine because they don't like something. And listen, I get that Facebook and Twitter and whatever, Instagram, Snapchat, I get that these are all things that are outlets for people, myself included. I'm not saying that I never complain on Facebook because I do. But at the end of the day, you have to know that you have to do it in a tasteful way. And the more you sit there and the more you whine about things and complain about things, the less you're going to be effective when it comes to doing your job. Because as I told you before, that is what it's all about. It is about doing your job and doing your job well. I don't care if you disagree with something. Hell, I don't even care if you post something on social media because you disagree about it. But at the end of the day, you have to do it in a tasteful way. That doesn't mean you attack people. Okay, you can say, hey, I don't agree with this decision, but to attack people's character is unacceptable. There is absolutely no circumstance where people should be attacking other people because they disagree with something. I don't get it. I never have gotten why people do that. And I think it's just absolutely distasteful. I think it's absolutely and utterly distasteful. I think people do this too much, and really it comes down to this. Focus on doing your job. If you do that, all the rest of the stuff doesn't matter. And I get that it's easier said than done. I understand that. And I really understand that people go through things. But at the end of the day, you have to understand, as an athlete, circumstances are different. And especially young athletes who have all the potential in the world. Stop focusing on all the negative stuff and just focus on doing your job. Because I'll tell you what, it's going to make life a hell of a lot easier for you. So I just want to know what you guys think. I mean, I've seen the messages about this kind of stuff, and some of it I agree with, some of it I don't. So let me know what you guys think. If you like this video, please hit that like button, and please, if you like the channel, please support it by subscribing. Hit the notification so you know when I post a video. And until next time, this is Jeremy Rika saying so long.